loading plays like he's drawn the plan. Kinetik bringing fire like he's leading the band. No matter the game, no matter the sport, we running this pod like it's fourth and short. Press start, lock in, it's game time again. You tune in live to the sideline show with Kinetik and Lights Match. Let's go, the gamer sideline starts now.
What's good, guys? It's your boy Kinetik 615. Welcome in. I know I'm running late. I forgot that the game was so damn early Eastern time, but we are watching it. The Steelers and the Vikings in Dublin, Ireland, currently at the start of the second quarter. Pittsburgh is up 7-3, and I'm just here chilling. Got a little snacks, and figured I'd just jump on here and watch. If we get one person or 100 people in here watching, it'll be fun. Unfortunately, my Vikings just got a sack. Carson Wentz, starting for the injured J.J. McCarthy, just got sacked by Nick Herbig. Hope y'all are doing all right. And that's going to be a punt for the Vikings. And it's going to be down at the 20-yard line. Aaron Rodgers coming out for the Vikings. As I was getting on here, I heard him talking about it looks like Brian O'Neill, our starting right tackle, is out. Ryan Kelly and Justin School are back in this week, but man, it just feels like our offensive line cannot get healthy. See, let's take a look and see what people are talking about in the game on social media. Purple for the Win podcast. Shout out to Purple for the Win. Go check them out on YouTube. Says for $88 million, Will Fries has made a bunch of mental errors so far this season. Can't argue with that. Purple Persuasion, our boys. Check them out on social media, the Purple Persuasion TPP. Retweeted a tweet from Alec Lewis that said Justice School is in at right tackle for the Vikings. TPP said prayers up for Wentz. Can't argue with that. I must have missed something here. Declan said that Justin Jefferson's pissed. What was he pissed about? Someone let me know. My guy, Vocal Vike. Apparently, Jeff Okuda's not playing well. But Rap was a big proponent for Jeff Okuda all offseason, so I assume that Okuda's not playing very well. Again, I woke up late, forgot that they were playing so early, so I missed part of the game. Got some video of Vikings fans at some sports bars watching the game. That's cool. I wonder what sports bars are like over in Dublin. All right, so we're back now. Steelers on offense. We got Rodgers under shotgun. Receiver in motion. Drops back to pass. Fires over the middle. Connects. First down. DK Metcalf still going across the 50-yard line. 30-yard line. 20-yard line. 5 and touchdown Steelers. That's not great. One play touchdown, Aaron Rodgers to DK Metcalf. 12 minutes left to go in the first half. Steelers go up 14-3. Inside post route by DK Metcalf. Josh Metellus tried to save that touchdown, but Metcalf is really fucking big for a wide receiver, though. Let's see. We're on commercial right now. I'm just responding to messages.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Saw that I forgot that there was a game today, so I just turned it on.
Yeah, I woke up like 10 to 15 minutes before the game started. I was like, oh shit, the game starts in like at 9:30 a.m. this morning. So yeah, I ended up not getting on
I completely forgot
till
about
late,
that too. Yeah, it looks like you guys are struggling.
a little bit.
I think right now the score is 14-3, right?
Yeah, they just had a big touchdown pass to DK Metcalf.
Yeah. That is to be expected with you guys not having your number one quarterback in, especially on the road with with Carson Wentz. That can't be a good thing to look to when it comes to a team performance.
Right. Well, and as I was getting on here, I heard the announcers talking about the fact that Brian O'Neill left the game injured. So it's like our offensive line. It's like we can't get our full offensive line. Darisaw comes back. Ryan Kelly's out. Ryan Kelly comes back. Donovan Jackson's out. Justin School comes back. Ryan O'Neill goes out.
Right. I mean, that's going to be a hindrance to you guys all season. I think if you guys keep having to switch out your offensive line because guys keep getting injured, it's going to be a rough year for the Vikings for sure.
Right.
I mean, I know that like when it comes to like the Lions, I know they struggle with that on defense at least. And I'm hoping that this season it's a little bit different. They can keep the guys in so that way they can make it to the Super Bowl. Because I think of the years to come, this is their best opportunity to get there. Because I mean, it's kind of the same for you guys as well. Although you guys have a much better ceiling, whereas to the Lions, they're kind of at their ceiling before next season comes in.
See that guy, number 95? That's the guy that I want to trade for, that you have on your practice squad in the league.
I hate when I go picture in picture with the app. It maxes out the volume.
That's weird. Wentz is audibling. Number 23 on defense looks confused. Quick pass over the middle. Jordan Addison back for this. This is Jordan Addison's first game back. after a suspension. He's
Yeah.
already had a couple of receptions.
You know, that is another thing that is kind of hurting you guys. The fact that you guys didn't have one of your best receiving targets for like the first 2 games, or was it first 3 games?
First 3 games, yeah.
Yeah. So
I
like
mean, we just haven't been able to
realistically,
get to have a fully healthy team literally all season so far.
right? And I think a lot of it comes from lingering aches from the previous year. And I just don't think it was addressed enough in the off season to really have your guys come back at full strength. I
So
mean, you guys got pretty beat up last season too, which kind of led to you guys not making it far in the playoffs.
here's an interesting stat that it's just funny because they're in Dublin, Ireland, and because Carson Wentz is starting for him.
Yeah,
Kevin O'Connell, which O'Connell is an Irish name, right?
yeah.
Is 15-3 when he has a starting quarterback who has a redhead.
And I'm guessing Carson Wentz is a redhead.
Yep.
I looking at the game right now. I think Kevin O'Connell's about to go 15-4.
Empty backfield. Quick fire left over the middle. Hits Adam Thielen for the first down. Sorry, I'm munching on stuff here because I literally just woke up. Deal with it.
Yeah, I seen you were on, and I figured I'd hop on to share my insight with the while looking at the game. Plus the fact that I'm also a Steelers fan as well. So I mean,
Well, and I didn't necessarily want to. I didn't want to call him because I didn't know if you were up or not. I saw you comment in Discord literally as I was going live, but
yeah, no, I'm up. I'm just planning on taking a step back from the leagues due to I mean, I explained it in the Discords. I just don't want that kind of a situation to come up again.
yeah. Did they get mad about it?
No, I mean, it's more. I was more or less. I got mad about it, man.
Yeah. Well, don't give up on the sim league because, like I said, it's very little time investment required.
Yeah, I
God
know.
damn, Justin Jefferson was wide fucking open there.
I mean, if it was JJ, he might have actually hit that, but
Right?
Carson Wentz, I just don't think has the kind of decision-making skills to really see that kind of a play.
I mean, I don't think Carson Wentz is bad. My only
I
problem
don't
with
think
Carson
so
Wentz,
either. I just don't think
a
he's.
nice little short curl route to Justin Jefferson.
I just don't think he's well entrenched in the Vikings culture like JJ is. You know what I mean?
My problem is with specifically the portion of the fan base that want to bail on JJ after 2 games because Carson Wentz had one good game. But what they don't understand is the first 2 games we didn't have Christian Darrisaw back. That is huge. That affects so many things because he's a top 3 left tackle in the league. And with Justin School over there, you saw the game. Justin School wasn't able to block the edge rushers at all against the Falcons. Right. And like on top of that, that means that we were keeping TJ Hawkinson in to chip block a lot more. So we didn't have Hawkinson out there as a weapon. We didn't have Jordan Addison out there as a weapon, which is by far the weapon that JJ has the best chemistry with. That meant that Justin Jefferson was getting double teamed more because TJ Hawkinson and Jordan Addison weren't running routes. And it was his first 2 pro games. So like for people to have been so pro JJ and then after 2 weeks with that with all of that taken into account was just crazy to me. But just to give a quick stat here, and I'm probably going to be off by a short. I'm watching the game by a small amount here. When Patrick
real
Mahomes,
quick, hang on, pause real quick. Can you go on YouTube and silence that bot that just popped in?
I don't know, can I? I don't even know if I'm
You should
logged
be able
into
to.
the Gaber sideline on my.
Oh right, yeah. Oh right, yeah. That's right. I forgot. I'd have to do it.
Um, is it on? Was
Wonder
that
if I could do
commented
it from here.
on my channel or on the Gamer sideline?
Let me see. It's on
But
yours
okay,
and
I can do
mine.
it on mine.
It's on both.
But what I'm saying though is, back when Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs played against the Buccaneers in the Super Bowl,
I got it.
they effectively eliminated Patrick Mahomes from the game, and everyone that understood football understood why, because Patrick Mahomes was pressured, had a pressure rate of 52.2% for that game. And anybody that understands football understands that it don't matter if you're Tom Brady or Joe Montana. If you're getting a pressure rate of 52.2, you don't get to do anything, right?
Right.
The first 2 weeks, JJ had a pressure rate of 53.8. And it was his first and second game in the NFL ever. So how are people jumping out on JJ because of that?
I mean, I definitely don't
just
think that
ridiculous.
they should get on. I definitely don't think that people should get on the Carson Wentz train. And the reason I say that is because any backup quarterback can have a good game. Look, for an example, look at the Michigan last season. We had Jack Tuttle come in for a game. He did great. And then a lot of people were like, and I know you did it in jest, but a lot of people were serious about it and saying it's Tuttle time after he had that one good game for Michigan. But then he followed that up by having the worst game of Michigan's ever seen with Jack Tuttle. Like the first half, he gave away so many throws that we pulled him out and put Warren back in.
Well,
And I
and
think that's kind of indicative of like kind of how what's going on here. Like Carson had one good game, and people were like, JJ's number two, Carson number one, but they don't understand that like once you start adding those pieces back, any quarterback can start to look good. You know,
well,
like
a couple,
specific like Sam Darnold last season. Like we
and there
know
was
that
an
Sam Darnold
interception that wins.
isn't a good quarter. Like we know Sam Darnold is mid at best, but under the Viking system, he looked like an MVP candidate because he had all of the weapons that JJ now has last season, and he was able to like actually shine behind all of that. But it wasn't him; it was the team. So now here we have Carson Wentz who comes in, has a great game, but it wasn't him having a good game; it was the team having a good game. JJ,
Now,
on the other hand, you could probably put him into any system, and he would still look good. You put Carson Wentz in any other system, he may not look as good.
well,
The whole thing behind the Vikings is they can make any quarterback look like a star, but it's up to the quarterback if they're going to be a star without all of that. JJ is an example of a quarterback who can be a star without having to be on the Vikings. Like, yes, being on the Vikings gives him a head start in development because he is under the quarterback whisper. He has all of these good targets, so he can actually look good with the team. But I believe that he would also look good without the team. Carson Wentz, on the other hand, looks good because of the team, and I think that's where the difference lies. And people who actually look at the game would actually see the same thing. You know,
yeah, and just
I
real quick, I just want to give a quick update. Carson Wentz just threw an interception. Steelers took over. It's a commercial break now. Here's the thing. Carson Wentz just made history being the first quarterback, I think, to start a game for 6 different teams in 6 different years. There's a reason that he's a journeyman and a backup. I'm not trying to take anything away from Carson Wentz. He played pretty good for us last week. But, again, he had Christian Darrisaw back, which is huge. He had
right.
T.J. Hawkinson able to actually run routes. He had Justin Jefferson actually not getting double and triple teamed. And the other thing is when JJ went out or not went out, but when he was in the Falcons game, Ryan Kelly got injured. When you have a young quarterback, oftentimes it'll be the center or sometimes a guard, but usually the center will take over the duties of calling out line shifts and protection shifts for the offensive line, because most quarterbacks take a minimum of a few years to get the experience to be able to do that. Ryan Kelly fits that as a veteran center. When he got taken out, now JJ doesn't have that. Michael Juergens came in, and he's only like a second or third year player, and he was missing calls. Like I've seen Alex Boone and Jeremiah Searles on the O-line committee with Phil Mackey. Check them out on YouTube. But they've broken it down multiple times that there were so many missed slides and shifts on the line by Michael Juergens that some of those sacks that JJ took weren't his fault. On top of that, listen, I mean this in the nicest way possible. You have to know the personality of your quarterback. What I mean by that, JJ is tough as nails. He's a former hockey player. He used to hand the ball off to Blake Corum and get out and lead block down the field. JJ is the type of person, like he was quoted as telling his head coach in college and Kevin O'Connell before the draft, "I will run through a brick wall for you." He has said in interviews he is willing to die on that field. I'm not exaggerating the quote. That is what he said. And I know sometimes some players say that stuff and they're just saying it. I think JJ means it. Okay, he's that type of a savant for football, and he's just got that hockey player mentality. Michigan fans know this. Like, they know what type of guy JJ is. There's a reason, as much as I disagree with it, that Sharon Moore, as offensive coordinator, had to repeatedly talk JJ out of running because they didn't have a quarterback to back him up, and they know what type of player JJ is. When JJ came out of that game versus the Falcons, and with a high ankle sprain, and they were taping up his ankle, they should have made the call right then. Don't send him back in. But what did they do? They said, "Hey, can you continue? Can you go back in?" I guarantee you, if JJ had a broken ankle and you asked him that, he would say yes. So sending him back in there with a really suspect offensive line, and now his mobility is taken away, you were asking for problems. Because young quarterbacks that are mobile, being able to scramble out and get away from pressure is one of their biggest assets. And you took that away from a kid in his second game and then sent him back out there behind an offensive line that with starting a backup left tackle and a backup center couldn't block.
Right.
You have to take that into account. And the other thing is JJ. Everyone says JJ needs reps because he didn't throw a lot at Michigan, and he's really young. He's still the youngest starting quarterback in the league, and he needs reps. Right? He didn't get reps last year because of the injury. To think that when he comes back, that you would continue keep him on the bench in favor of Carson Wentz. What are you saying? You're wanting to prolong the time that it takes for him to get his reps in by another season, and for what? Because you think Carson Wentz might be able to win us a Super Bowl? Carson Wentz isn't going to win a Super Bowl. And anything shy of winning a Super Bowl, I don't think is worth pushing JJ's development off to another season. I mean, if
I definitely don't think
and gets one playoff game, I don't think that one playoff win is worth another year of reps missed for JJ McCarthy. I don't think that, because the future is still JJ McCarthy, and the window, the idea has always been that this was going to be the year to get him his reps and develop him, and that the Vikings window opens up next year for the next 3 years. You're delaying that by another year, so then you're going to make it so that he's only played 2 games going into his 3rd season, and he's only got 2 more years left on his rookie contract before you have to decide whether to pay him or not. it just doesn't make any sense at all, in my opinion, to push out his development another year because you, on some weird hope that you think Carson Wentz can win you a Super Bowl.
So I don't think that Vikings fans should be looking at this year as a potential Super Bowl year. If it happens, great. If it doesn't, it shouldn't be expected. And not because I don't think your team is capable of it. That's not the thing. I think it's mainly because, like you said, JJ needs to get the reps in this season. So you guys, it's honestly a better thought to stick with JJ, regardless of how he performs this season, because his first season is going to be his worst season. I think
Right.
you look at moving forward, you're going to see improvements every single season thereafter. I think you guys definitely have a better shot of making Super Bowl next season. You guys might make the playoffs this season, but I think you guys really should be looking towards Super Bowl prospects next season. Is kind of where I think you guys will be in the sweet spot of being able to get there, because JJ will have a full year under his belt of experience playing in the NFL. We know that he's a quick study when it comes to improving and getting better. So every mistake that he makes this year, you're probably not going to see that next season. This is
100%.
his year of mistakes. Next season
And
is going to be his year of
everything he's been
success.
down without, without Addison, without Darisaw, without Harrison
Right.
Smith
And
on
I
the
know-
defense, which was huge.
And I know that I've been critical of JJ, but it's mainly because of the fact that like a lot of the times everyone gets so overhyped about these college talents coming into the NFL, expecting them to be
Rodgers
great in
running
their
it.
first season.
Oh,
And that's
Did you
something that
see
we
that?
really
Hold
have to be
on, did you
careful
see
of. 'Cause
that?
give me about 10 seconds and I will. Holy shit, Rogers.
yeah. Aaron Rodgers took off running, got tackled. Somehow the ball squirted out in a fumble behind him, and thankfully for him, one of his offensive linemen, which were following him, was able to recover it. It bounced right to him. But that was crazy.
That is crazy. But back to what I was saying, like a lot of people expect these top college talents to come out of the gate and be essentially like Tom Brady right out the gate, and that's just not going to happen. Generally, their first year, if they don't sit the first year, is going to be essentially their year of making mistakes, and where you really start seeing the talent come through is that second season of them being the starting quarterback when they make it there. So that's why I've been critical of him and always trying to temper expectations from people saying, "Oh, he's going to be the greatest of all time. He is the best quarterback." I don't have no doubt he's going to get there, but he's not there yet. Right now, we need to look at the stat sheet and see how he does. And we're going to be able to look at this year compared to next year, and I think you're going to see a big difference. You're not
Right.
going to see as many mistakes. I think you're going to see him getting more yards, whether rushing or throwing, next season than he does this season. He's gonna make, like I said, he's gonna make a lot of mistakes this season. That's just kind of to be expected from what is essentially, even though he's been in the season 1 year, he has the mentality, but he is essentially still, when it comes to playing for the Vikings, a rookie quarterback. He's just a second-year rookie quarterback. The first year he had to sit, he was going to sit anyway, but he had to sit because of injury, so he wasn't like really able to practice. He was only really able to do mental practice, which is good. That means he's going to have the mentality. Now he just has to get the skills to go, or not the skills. He just has to get the. I guess that would be the correct term. What would it be? Not skills, because he has the skills to be good. I guess reps would be the right one. He just has to get the reps in to match with what he's done with his mental preparation.
Well, I mean, listen. As much as I've been high on JJ and I've trolled people by talking about JJ going to be the greatest and stuff, I never said he was going to be the greatest day one. My entire confidence in him and saying all of that is because I see what I think he's going to be by the end of his career. Like I've always said, when it's all said and done, he will be the next GOAT, that he will be the best quarterback from his class, etc. I never said 2025 he was going to be prime Tom Brady. I just see where he can go,
Yeah, I
and I'm
know.
confident in.
Yeah, no, but you've seen. I mean, I know you've seen a lot of Michigan fans who also support the Vikings, or even like Vikings fans who see JJ and see the coaches talking about him, have been on that train of saying he's going to be the best this season, and I just don't think that's the case. He's going to be good, yeah. I just don't think he's like 2025 is going to be his season.
Damn, tackle the guy.
I
What the
think his
fuck, guys?
actual like highlight career isn't going to start until 2026.
I mean, I think he has a chance to be decent this year with the roster that we have, but I mean, I wasn't
Well, yeah,
expecting. It's just like in college. I think Bryce is going to be fine. I think he's going to have mistakes this year. It's fine.
yeah, and I see a lot of the same kind of mentality when it comes to on-field presence out of Bryce that we saw in JJ when he was on Michigan. Like I don't know if you've seen Bryce, but he's also one to go out and block for his guys too.
Yeah, I need him to
Even
stop
though,
doing that.
yeah, I was gonna say even though it's not great, but still.
Oh, Jalen Redmond with the mean sack on Aaron Rodgers. He just like threw him down. It was like a fifth grade bully, just like.
I bet you he was mad because he got over on him on the last play.
He just grabbed him, spun around, and then like threw him to the ground.
I wonder if that wasn't a horse collar though.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, so they just answered that on the commentary.
So like it almost looked like he grabbed the back of his pads, like
He did.
the
He
neckline.
did, but it's not. But it's, by the rules, it's not a horse collar because that doesn't apply to the quarterback when he's in the pocket.
Ah, that's crazy.
Old man Rodgers, 3rd and 15 in the red zone, 20-yard line. Shotgun, 3 receivers, drops back to pass, underneath pass, check down to the running back, and tackled short. It's going to be a field goal.
So I think I had this game as a maybe for you guys, didn't I? You had it as a win, but that was also banking on you guys having your team.
Yeah.
So like looking at how the game has been going so far, do you want to change your assumption?
No.
Still think you guys can pull it off?
Can we? Yeah. Will we? I don't know. But I haven't seen enough to be out on it.
And I mean, you guys have also been a second half team as of late too. So I mean, there's always a chance in the second, unless we get too far ahead before the end of the first half. I mean, there's still a chance for you guys to make a comeback coming from behind. Because like so far this season, you guys have been playing like it seems like conservative in the first half, and then you guys go more aggressive in the second.
Halftime adjustments.
Right.
Oh! Nice.
Guessing they blocked the kick.
They did. It looked just like a Madden block, too. It looked just like the same as a video game block.
Yeah, I just seen it happen. Oh, you get your guy tipped it enough to make it not go in. That was crazy. I mean, you don't see many blocked kick attempts in the game lately, especially since Palomalu left. It's like he was very well known for getting up there and stopping the like field goal attempts. I mean, hell, they made a whole rule for not jumping over your line to block field goals because
Right.
of I mean, it wasn't just because of Palomalu, but he was part of the reason for it.
Right. It's
Because
like the
bro would
third
literally
time I've seen that
just
Travis Hunter commercial.
because bro would literally just leapfrog the nose tackle on field goal attempts to block field goals, and they had to make a whole rule to stop that. I don't know if he was the one that pioneered it, but he was definitely one of the most well known ones for doing it. I I think if the Steelers keep playing how they have been, A, they're not going to have Rodgers for much longer. Will Howard's going to get some snaps in, and B, I think if their defense keeps playing how they have, they should be able to come away with a win.
Hey, and that was Isaiah Rodgers that blocked the kick, the same guy that had like the ridiculous game last weekend. They had the two pick sixes, the forced fumble, all that. They had the first ever perfect PFF grade for a game. Same guy just blocked the kick. Madden needs to increase.
Now that's pretty interesting.
Madden needs to increase Isaiah Rodgers' rating.
Overall,
two pick sixes, a forced fumble, all kinds of stuff last week. Now this week he's playing and gets a blocked field goal.
there's a lot of ratings in both games that should be like adjusted because I think they went a little too conservative with the ratings.
Right.
Which I get. They initially wanted to make it to where like you could win with any team, which I understand that. I can resonate with that. But at the point where we're at now in the season, I think we could start maybe doing some adjustments to get these players the overalls they deserve instead of what Madden thought they might be. I definitely think that they should raise, like in college football, they should definitely raise Bryce Underwood's overall because, in my opinion, I think he's outperforming what they thought he would, being a true freshman and all.
Right.
And in case people
there's a penalty now on Pittsburgh for hitting the quarterback in the face. That was
why
rookie Derek Harmon.
why did the quarterback put his face in the way of the hit? That's what I want to know. See this was something that I thought you guys might struggle with.
Xavier Scott getting in the game. Sorry, keep going.
Because this is one thing that I thought you guys might struggle with because of like Pittsburgh's got a very aggressive defense. So especially with you guys not having like your O line to their full potential, I was very curious to see like how your
oh come on, you gotta catch that. I was just talking about you, Xavier Scott. You gotta catch that.
I was very curious as to how like your guys' offensive line would do against the aggressive style of Pittsburgh. It's like they're known to be like one of the top blitzing teams in the NFL, and that's without you guys having your full line. I felt like that was going to be a huge struggle for you guys coming into this game. And I even think if your O line was at full health, I think you guys would still struggle with that anyway.
Maybe
even
to a point. Blitzing right there. Wentz gets it out good. Justin Jefferson with the catch. First down.
Mine got reverted back to the field goal for some reason.
Reload. Refresh.
Yeah.
All right, tight formation. Winston shotgun. Snaps the ball, looking to throw. Scrambles out of the pocket.
Yeah, I'm gonna
dumps it off to Xavier Scott. Under a minute left in the game. Caught by Xavier Scott, short of the first down. Out of bounds, second and 3. I like Xavier Scott, but he's got to catch that pass that he missed over there. 7 pass rushers blitzing on that. Well, not on that play, but on the one to Justin Jefferson before that.
That's one thing that Steelers are known for. Like they're gonna be aggressive through the whole game.
Winston shotgun, empty backfield, looking to throw. Steps up out of the pocket, passes it to Justin Jefferson, and Justin Jefferson slips. Come on, he had a wide open field and slipped. Justin Jefferson's pissed.
What the hell?
Jefferson is pissed at himself. That could have been a touchdown. All right, Wentz in shotgun, 14-yard line. Little shovel pass to Xavier Scott and tackled behind the line.
I just saw the Jefferson slip. I'm way behind, man.
Yeah, he's pissed.
Yeah, that definitely would have been a touchdown. Did he take his chains off?
No.
He did.
That was absolutely a touchdown if he didn't fall.
For sure, and you guys really needed that to stay in the game. I mean, I don't doubt you guys will probably come back from after halftime, but yeah, for sure. I mean, that would have at least given you guys more hope going into halftime if you guys were able to get that touchdown right there. That is given that we don't answer back with an immediate touchdown too.
His left foot just slipped out from under him. That sucks.
I mean, when you're used to playing on turf and you switch to playing, when you're used to playing on turf and you switch to playing on what is essentially, if I remember correctly, these overseas fields are football pitches converted into football fields. So the football pitches, they use a different kind of grass.
Players left,
and
Hawkinson
a lot of the time
incomplete.
it's like real
God
grass.
damn it, dude.
And so when you're used to
that
playing
pass was behind
TJ
T.J. Hawkinson. I don't think that was on T.J. Hawkinson.
When you're used to playing on turf and you go to playing on actual grass, I can see how that could become an issue to adjust to when you're playing overseas. So I think most NFL football fields are all turf nowadays. They're not really grass.
Yeah.
If I'm understanding correctly. And all of the overseas fields are all actual. All of the overseas fields are actual grass fields because they're just converted football pitches or soccer pitches, if you will.
Almost an interception there, but he was out of bounds. That was a bad pass, Wentz. Come on, you can't do that.
And I have to say, I think even if JJ was healthy, I still think you guys would be struggling. Maybe not this bad, but I still think you guys would still be under the gun.
Maybe.
So I think a lot of it comes down to just the pressure that your quarterback's been under throughout the game, at least from when I started watching.
So that was a penalty on the kick. I didn't hear which one it was. Offsides.
Offense, right?
No, offsides from defense.
Oh, so that's first down. Come on, guys! You gotta stay on your side of the field until the ball is snapped.
Well, they actually went through it just now. It was really smart by the Vikings there. So normally, the signal to snap the ball for a field goal kick is when the holder opens his hand like flat, and it's usually a 1 count. It's like that, and then boom, they snap it. This time they did a delayed like 3 or 5 second snap after that, and Darius Slay saw the hand and tried to jump the snap.
I mean, I still might have thought that still might have just taken the field goal. I mean, I understand they get another drive, but
No, they
12
took the
seconds
field
left.
goal.
Oh, they did take it. Okay, I thought they were
Yeah,
gonna they were gonna try to go for it.
No, they took it.
Oh, they declined. Oh, so they declined the penalty.
Listen, I know his name, but number 46 on the Steelers, I can't. Every time I see his name.
So I mean, I agree. That was kind of smart because it gave them an out in case they missed a field goal. So if they missed the field goal, they get a second chance.
Right.
Still don't know if I still don't know if I'm a huge fan of the new kickoff rule.
I don't hate it.
Like I like the spirit of it, but it just
They're just trying to, because there was a point where nobody was returning kicks. They were just catching it and letting it go into the end zone. So they're trying to promote people doing kick returns more.
right. I mean, because it does make the game a little bit more exciting when they actually run it out. No, we definitely need to lock up this. Oh, we're going into the halftime. Never mind. I was gonna say we need to get another score before half, but I don't think we can. I think the smart thing for
I'm
the
gonna still
Steelers
be
to
here,
do
but
is
I
to
need
kneel it
to.
out, go to the half.
I'm gonna still be here, but I need to turn my camera off for a minute. I gotta try to fix something. But I'm here.
All right.
Yeah, I'm still here.
All
You
right.
can still hear me, right?
It's fine. No, we can't. I'm just kidding. Yeah, we can. um,
Yeah, I'm still here. Just trying to fix something.
so I think the key to victory going into the second half for the Steelers is we need to continue to keep pressure on Wentz, make sure he doesn't have time to really get a good look at the field to force him into making bad decisions. On offense, we need to get some good yardage down. We need to keep it away from the secondaries. Although I don't think we've really, I don't know how, haven't really seen many passes to know how difficult of a time we've been having. But I think the fact that I haven't seen many passes is kind of indicative of the fact that we have been struggling with that. But definitely we need to keep that ground game going. I think that's going to be our key.
Yeah, I mean,
So I mean,
listen,
if
Rodgers is
Rodgers
still
can
playing all right, but yeah.
if Rodgers can get yards on the ground, I think our running back should be able to as well.
Yeah, I mean, Rodgers is playing all right, but I just personally don't like the idea of like continuously putting it on him.
I agree, and I think that's. I don't know if that's just a Rodgers decision or if that's a game time decision by the coaches.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm really interested to see how Brian Flores adjusts for Aaron Rodgers in the second half.
Right. Yeah. I think you're gonna see a lot more like what's it called? Shells. I think you're gonna see a lot more shells when it comes to the defense of them showing one thing but doing another thing, which is this thing that Flores likes to do, especially with that positionless defense that he runs.
Right.
You're going to see play like edges who are actually going to be coming up the middle guys who are going to go around to the edge. Just going to see everyone just playing in different positions than from what they looked like pre-snap. I think on offense, I think you guys need to establish a ground game because you guys really haven't had that much luck passing. I mean, you guys have got a couple like chunk plays out there, but I mean, it hasn't really turned into anything as we've seen from the two field goals you guys have got. So I mean, I think you guys need to like take a look at what the Steelers are doing and find a way to exploit it. I think the best way would be to either like try running the ball or maybe setting up screen passes because Steelers are a blitz happy team, so screen passes might be the way to go. Kind of take advantage of that aggressiveness that the Steelers have been coming out on the field with. And I know like a lot of the fans and whatnot, we don't like to see screen passes because like they don't really work too often. But I think if they were going to work, uh, I think this would be the way to that would be the way this would be the team to use them on because they are a blitz first team. They're not they're looking to put pressure uh, as much pressure on the quarterback as possible to force a bad decision rather than try to be in the right position to take advantage of a what was thought to be a good decision, if that makes sense.
Right. No, it does.
Because like that's because the Steelers want to force a bad decision. They like because they know that they don't have the they don't have the secondary to compete with like Jordan Addison and Jets. So they kind of have to they gotta put the pressure on the force Wentz to make a bad decision.
Right. That makes sense. I'm almost back. Just give me a moment.
All right. So like I guess that would be like those two things. Those 2 points for the Steelers and for the Vikings, I think would be the key to victory for either team. What are your thoughts?
I mean, I definitely think that we need to get more pressure. Jonathan Grenard has not gotten good pressure. I think Broderick. I forget the Steelers tackle's name, but Broderick something. He needs to get better pressure. He needs to get through the line. We need to disguise coverages, try to put Aaron Rodgers in some conflict and make him throw some bad throws and not let him scramble. Dude is 41 years old. We should not be letting him scramble on us.
Absolutely. Like I think that's kind of indicative to the state of your guys' defense is the fact that Aaron Rodgers has been able to get yards off of y'all. And I don't think that should be happening. Like I don't know what is going on with your defense, but Aaron Rodgers should not be able to just run through your defensive line like he
Right.
has been. Like I mean, we can put some of that credit on the Steelers' offensive line, but I mean, the fact is, like y'all are too good to be letting Aaron Rodgers run through you.
Right.
And this is coming from a Steelers fan's perspective too. Like, it doesn't like I would understand like a Lamar Jackson just running all over your line. That's what he does. That's his world is running the ball through offensive lines or defensive lines. Aaron Rodgers is not a mobile quarterback, but
Well,
he's
hold on,
playing
hold on,
like a
hold on.
mobile quarterback here. Like he's not known for being a mobile quarterback. Would be a
You don't
better
know
way to
him
say
for
it.
being a mobile quarterback, but if you go back to when he first took over for Brett Favre,
Yeah.
I would say in a lot of ways he did rely on his athleticism to scramble out of situations a lot. Like that absolutely was the strength of his game.
But I don't know, as if I don't know if Flores really took that into account when he was game planning for this game, though. Because I don't like from what I've seen so far, I don't think he's had to do that very often so far this year. I mean, one good thing about not having JJ in for the Steelers at least is we don't have to game. We didn't have to game plan for the quarterback getting out and making a play because Carson Wentz isn't gonna be trying to run down the field if he doesn't have to. Unlike
Right.
JJ, where like JJ, if he sees a lane open but doesn't see a receiver, bro's gonna take off.
Right.
You know, but Carson Wentz isn't about to do that. He's more apt to throw it away than take off running because he knows that he's not going to be able to get very far,
Right.
and it'd be better just to throw it away and live to play another down. You know, especially since y'all don't have anybody if Wentz gets hurt until JJ gets back. Y'all don't have anyone to back Wentz up.
Well, we got Max Brosmer.
Right, but I mean, would you really trust him over Carson Wentz?
I mean,
Like
maybe.
if you were a coach and like your main quarterback is down, so you're rocking on the second string quarterback, and knowing that you have Max Brosmer on the team as
No, no,
the
no, no. It's
third
not
string.
Brosmer. You get it right. It's Brosmer. Like bro. Like yeah. He's the bro. Max
I understand
Brosmer.
that. I
No, no.
understand that.
It's just a thing that
I
we
said on
started
purpose.
calling him Brosmer.
But like knowing that he's on the team as your third stringer, are you really gonna try to run Carson Wentz like you would JJ,
Right.
or would you ingrain into Wentz to throw it away if you don't see a play? I mean, I think if I were the coach of the Vikings, once JJ went down and Wentz was stepping up, I mean that's one thing I would have told Wentz is if you don't see a play, throw it away. And I think that's kind of important because if Wentz goes down, then you guys are down to one quarterback, and that's not going to be good. Gosh darn it! Frickin' bots! I tell you, man.
Sorry, trying to get some fantasy advice because I don't know what to do with my fantasy football team today. I've got my starting lineup set, and I'm going against Riley's team today. So I'm currently ranked number 1 in the league. But for one of my wide receiver spots, I have to choose between either Xavier Worthy, who's expected to play, but is coming off a dislocated shoulder, and who knows how good he's going to be. Tet McMillan, who's coming off of a banged up knee from last week, who's a rookie. He's number 1 target for Bryce Young in Carolina, but again, banged up knee, and he's going against the New England defense, Mike Vrabel's defense, which is not great. Ricky Pearsall, who's got a banged up, or was coming off a hamstring injury, but is really like one of only 2 targets that are not injured on the San Francisco 49ers. and they're going to be at home against Jacksonville. But they've also might be starting a backup quarterback. So all three of these guys are coming off an injury, and it's like even though they're going to be playing, how effective are they going to be? The other two options. Hold on. I have two other options. The other options are Darnell Mooney, who's like wide receiver 2 for the Atlanta Falcons, who has been good in fantasy in recent years. Hold on. But he's not been great so far this year. And then the other option I have is Jameson Williams, who is an injured, but he also hasn't been getting very many targets so far this season after the first week. And they're going against the Browns, which sounds like a good matchup, except the Browns defense is actually pretty damn good this year. They have the number 3 ranked in the entire league pass defense. So do I start Jameson Williams when he hasn't been getting a lot of targets anyway this season so far, and he's going against the number 3 ranked pass defense? Do I take a chance that one of the guys coming off of injury are gonna step up? Like I don't fucking know.
So here's the thing. J-Mo is good, but they're going up against the Browns, which, as you said, have the number 3 defense this season. The other guys, if you have a choice between Panthers and anybody, bet against the Panthers. So you can eliminate the Panthers altogether. So now realistically, I would honestly look at Worthy because yes, he's coming off injury. Yes, it was a dislocated shoulder from him colliding with one of his teammates. However, yeah.
Did you see the meme thing out there of it showed a video of when they drafted Xavier Worthy, and Taylor Swift started cheering because she likes Xavier Worthy, and it like close up on Travis Kelce's face, and it was like it was at this moment he knew he was going to do what he did in week 1 of this season.
That's great. But yeah, no, I would honestly start Worthy. I think Worthy would be a good one because, he's coming off injury, but but I think that he's still going to get targets because he is one of the number one. He is one of the top receiving. He is one of the top receiving targets for Patrick Mahomes, and as we've seen in most recent years, if Patrick Mahomes is going to throw him the ball, it's going to go when he throws to Worthy, or it's actually going to be on target for that, rather than when it comes to Bryce Young trying to throw the ball, it might get in the general vicinity of where he was throwing it, maybe, So yeah, I would start Worthy. I think Worthy would be a good way because we've mainly been targeting the Lions.
I don't know if I trust how much he's going to be targeted. With a dislocated shoulder, that sucks. He out of the 3 guys that were injured, that's the worst injury, and I feel like there's a good chance that he's not going to be targeted very much at all. He's cleared to play to be primarily the speed decoy.
I believe so, but if there's one thing Worthy is good at, it's getting open. You can just outrun everybody,
Right.
So I think that does make him a good person to play. But if you think otherwise, you can go with somebody else. But I definitely don't think the Panthers is an option.
No, I'm not saying that I'm not going to go with Worthy. I'm just saying why I'm struggling with it so much.
Right.
All right, we're back. Wins. Under center takes the snap, fakes the throw, hands it off, run up the middle. Looks like a gain of a couple.
Lions haven't really been Jambo as much either. We've mainly been targeting. I'm on St. Brown or Laporta. So it's even if Jamo was perfectly healthy, I still don't think that it would be a good idea to
dump
play
off
him
past
over,
Jordan Mason. That's going to be a loss of yards.
Worthy.
Third down. I'm listening. I'm just trying to. That was a loss of yards, though. Yeah, you got to block better if we're going to do a little screen pass like that.
Picture in picture.
There's a snap, under pressure, and sacked. It'll be a punt.
Well, yeah, I mean, like I said, you guys are going to be struggling through this whole game. Might have to do. Trying to get the stream game back up, but it's not wanting to do the way that I wanted to do it.
Nice coverage on the punt there.
Yeah, there we go. Now we got it. And I think you guys really needed that first drive after the half, though. So I mean, you losing out on that half opening drive is really going to hurt you guys in the long run.
Yeah, we'll see. It might be. I don't think it's too far out of reach that we can come back at any point.
Well, I know
we got to be careful.
Well, absolutely. You're essentially only down by a score to 2 point. So I mean, theoretically, you guys have an opportunity to get back in the game. It's just like playing like you guys just did. That's not going to do it. You gotta do better.
Right.
And I hope this isn't indicative on how you guys' season's going to go after this, because if it is, I mean,
well,
that's going to be you guys are in for a rough one.
It's tough because let me pull it up real quick so I'm not speaking incorrectly.
I mean, I'm basically going off of like what I remember with most things right now because I can't pull stuff up.
Are you driving right now?
Luckily, I have the kind of that work.
So here's the problem.
But yeah, luckily I have a memory that kind of like picks things up and holds on to it, but only when I need to recall it.
Here's the problem. So we play the Steelers this week. We play the Browns in England next week, in London next week. Then we have a bye week.
Right.
JJ's expected to come back during the bye week. You want to know who our next 4 games after the bye week?
Lions.
Okay.
The Lions are one. I don't know the other ones.
Out of the bye week, let's assume JJ comes back during the bye week and he starts coming out of the bye week. His first game back from his injury will be at home against the Eagles. Then on the road against the Jim Harbaugh-led Chargers. Then on the road at Detroit. And then home against the Ravens.
Yeah.
That's a really tough.
I think it's fair to say that you guys are not making the playoffs. I think it's fair to say that you guys are not making playoffs this season. I mean, there's a chance you guys might, but
because let's think for a second. We're 2-1 right now, right?
Yep, about to be 2-2.
Let's say we're 2-2. Next week we probably beat the Browns, so we're 3-2. If we lose the next four, we'll be
Yeah,
3-6. Hold on. We'll be three
hang
and
on.
six, assuming that we lose the next four, the ones that we just went over, the Eagles,
Yeah,
Chargers on the road, Lions on the road, and then the Ravens. We would be 3-6 at that point. Then we have at home against the Bears. I think that's a win. So that would be 4-6. On the road at the Packers, that's a toss-up, but we'll see. Because at that point, hopefully JJ would be rolling. So I think that's a toss-up.
I think you guys still lose. I think you guys lose to the Packers this season.
I don't think so. I think we might split with them, but I think like home and home. But
right.
But okay, so let's say we lose that one, then we're 4-7. On the road at the Seattle Seahawks, we win that one, so that's 5-7. At home against the Commanders are not playing well this year, and this is at home against the Brian Flores defense for a second-year quarterback. I think we win that.
Yeah.
So that's 6-7. On the road at the Cowboys, we win that now. So that's 7-7. On the road at the Giants, I think we win that. That's 8-7.
Yeah.
Then we're at home with the Lions. If I think at worst we split with them home and home. So now we're 9-7, and then at home with the Packers. And like I said, if we split, we're 10-7. I think we're still in the playoffs at 10-7.
Now I will say, I think with the way the Browns have been playing this season, and the way their defense has been going, I still think that that's a very losable game for you guys with the Browns.
Yeah, I mean it's losable because their defense is playing lights out, but I don't think their offense
the fact that you guys don't have
defense.
I don't think so either, but I definitely think it's going to come down to defense versus defense at the end of the day. And I honestly, with the way your guys' defense has been playing in this game, I think that the Browns' defense might have the edge over your guys' defense. I haven't really seen the Browns' offense to really make a claim on how they're going to perform there, but I have seen your offense to know what's going to happen, especially if you guys don't have your full O-line. It's going to be your guys are definitely going to be on the struggle bus for that game. You guys don't have your offensive line. You guys don't have your quarterback. It's going to be essentially a defense versus defense game, and I think the Browns are going to have you guys beat defensively. I think that's what's going to happen.
I don't think so. I think that Wentz, with all the offensive weapons that he has, is going to be able to handle the
he's
Browns
got the
defense.
offensive.
Hold on. Is going to be able to handle the Browns defense better than whatever quarterback the Browns put out there with who on offense against the Brian Flores defense.
Well, right, but I mean Wentz has all those weapons right now, and he's getting taken out by the Steelers defense.
Yeah, and the Steelers offense is way better than the Browns.
Right. Yes, but we're getting a little bit more on it.
I don't like those hats. The new era sideline hats. I don't like those.
All right, am I out of the tunnel now?
Huh? Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's like, what are you talking about?
Okay. Where'd I leave off?
I don't know. My memory's not that good, but the game's back on.
All right, so I guess I'll start over. I think the defense is really going to be what's going to win the game on next week. I think that's what it's going to come down to. It's going to be defense versus defense. And I think if you guys had your offensive line in JJ, you guys would have the edge. As it stands now, I got to give the edge to Cleveland.
Yeah, that was a bad read by Wentz right there. Should have just checked it down.
I agree. I think that would have been the better call. Getting real annoyed at my phone, man.
What phone do you have? Drops back, quick pass left, first down. Adam Thielen on the catch. Jalen Naylor in motion. Hands it off to Jordan Mason. Almost a first down there. That was a good run. Listen, I started Jordan Mason on my fantasy team, so I like seeing Jordan Mason go.
See, I don't play fantasy. I haven't really gotten into fantasy football, just because I don't really pay enough attention to really be able to do it.
But
I
the
do
thing
pay
is
attention to be able to like analyze stuff, but
it almost goes like in reverse order. You pay more attention because you have the fantasy football team. Play action, passes it to Jordan Mason. First down. Good job. Okay, I said that was a play action, and I guess technically it was, but it wasn't really a play action. There was like 7 feet between the quarterback and the running back when he did the little fake handoff. Bunch formation or tight formation, excuse me. Hands it off to Xavier Scott, runs left, couple yards, 3 yards, 2 or 3 yards.
yeah, it does seem like they did make an adjustment at the half to start taking advantage of stuff. I just don't think it clicked in on that first drive. So, of all the games that you still have left in the season, what game would you say gives you the most cause for concern?
For the Vikings?
Yeah.
The Eagles and Ravens?
Eagles and Ravens.
Yeah.
I mean, we gave you the Lions gave you the blueprint for taking down the Ravens. You just got to rattle Derrick Henry, and then that kind of that puts him on the back
Hey,
foot for the remainder of the game.
shout out to Carson Wentz for running that.
Although, I mean, granted, it did give you guys yards. I still think it's not a good move. I don't think it's a good move for the
Damn!
quarterback to be running when you guys don't have anyone to back him up.
That was a crazy play. I don't want to spoil it for you.
Carson Wentz ran again.
You're a little bit
No, it was
behind.
Oliver.
Okay, so you missed it. So, play action, blitz, and there's a sack.
Rowe got rotated and then still got in to get him.
Fucking Wentz
I just thought,
dug down so far that he basically did a fucking WWE back body drop on the one guy, and then the ball, and then he fumbled, and it went forward, and then we recovered it, so we gained yards on the fumble. That was
yeah,
weird.
I
But then
think that's
we
what
got
it.
sacked.
I think that's. Oh
Empty
yeah, I was gonna say. I
field
think that's
now.
what I saw. I saw one of our defenders get
come
basically
on.
rotated.
And people want to keep JJ bench for that. Come on now, that was horrible. That was horrible.
I saw the play where the guy got basically rotated and then still got in for the sack. The ball came out and then it was recovered.
That was absolutely ridiculous, bro.
Like I'm still not a huge fan of the way that the Steelers are going about their team building, but it is nice. It is nice to have to like see them doing well. Don't get me wrong, but they need to not do well. Like not because I want them to lose, but I want them to be able to get some talent into the onto the team. And the fact that our coaches are good enough to almost always get us in like playoff contention, but not good enough to get us. But our team just isn't good enough to make a Super Bowl run. It's been hindering our development as a team because we haven't been able to get those sought after recruits because of it. Because we're always in the middle of the pack when it comes to draft night. So like we have a good team, we just don't have the team to get us to a title.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of down right now because I'm reading that fucking Ryan Kelly's being evaluated for a concussion again. And if he's gone and we have to start Michael Juergens all season, the season's over. If Brian O'Neill's out, Donovan Jackson's out today. Michael Juergens, if we have to start Michael Juergens, like, this is just bad. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Brought in Ryan Kelly and Will Fries in the offseason. The offensive line is supposed to be better. But it's just like first Darrisaw's out, then Kelly goes down. Darrisaw comes back. Donovan Jackson goes down. Kelly comes back in this game. Brian O'Neill goes down, and now Kelly's down again. Like this is ridiculous.
I mean, Jurgens has an opportunity to step up though if Kelly goes down fully.
Yeah, Jurgens is
That's kind of
trash.
what you guys will need. You guys will need him. Well, I understand that, but you're gonna. I mean, he's gonna have to step up and be the kind of leader that the team's gonna need on the offensive line.
Yeah,
That's kind of what
it's
it
not
is.
gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Gotta have faith in your guys, man. So is Ryan Kelly the new Tua then?
I mean, Tua's not an offensive lineman, but
Right, but Tua's always being evaluated for concussions.
well, Tua's also been in the league for like what 4 or 5 years. Ryan Kelly's like a 10-year vet.
Right. Well, you have a point there, but I mean it's still kind of a similar situation.
Yeah, this game's pretty much going to be over.
I mean, you have a chance to come back unless we score, and if we score, then I haven't
Backup
seen
right
it yet.
tackle, backup center,
But
backup left
as long
guard,
as you
backup
guys,
quarterback. Technically, backup running back, although I think Jordan Mason's the better back anyway.
I mean, I definitely think that you guys need to start looking at maybe getting some better backups for sure.
Yeah.
You guys are going to need more depth at your offensive line.
To be fair, there are no good backup centers. Half the teams in the league have starting centers that aren't good, let alone backup centers.
Right. I mean, and I think a lot of that comes down to like the team's not putting enough emphasis on building a good line around their quarterback. Like
We
they just kind of
literally have
put
not gotten
together
to
like
watch
what they had. What
our starting offensive line: Christian Darrisaw, Donovan Jackson, Ryan Kelly, Will Fries, Brian O'Neill. We have never got to see them all five start a game together, and we might not now.
But the real question is, will you get fries with that?
I thought we would, but
That is actually a great last name, and there are a lot of opportunities
and
with
now it
that.
looks like, according to this post on X, Michael Jurgens is in the medical tent. So now they're starting guard Blake Brandel at center and Joe Huber at left guard.
Oh yeah, you guys are going to be on the struggle bus.
Yeah.
If Jurgens is down too, that is not good at all. It's like, yeah, he's not the best center, but at least he's trained at center.
Right.
I mean, you guys are in for a rough one this season.
Yeah.
I
It's
think
true.
it might be best to just start looking at next season at this point, if that's what your line's going to be looking like. Hell, you might as well write this season off as a tax rebate, essentially, and just start looking at your return for next season. I mean, but there's still hope
This is
that
just
guys can
crazy.
step up. There's still hope that guys can step up and fill in the gaps that you guys are experiencing. It'll be a long season for sure, but there's still a lot of opportunity there.
Yeah.
I think that if Aaron Rodgers keeps playing the way Aaron Rodgers has been, we're going to be seeing Will Howard on the field by the end of the season. Because I think Aaron Rodgers is going to end up getting himself injured. And I'm not going to lie, I want the Steelers to do bad this season. I'm surprised they're doing good, but I want them to do bad so that way we can start looking into the draft to start getting some actual talent on the team. Like, we do
Yeah.
have a lot of talent, but it's all secondhand talent that we've picked up for the most part. Which, I mean, I understand wanting to go for not wanting to train rookies, because I mean that is a big issue within within football, is having to train the rookies to be good. When you could just pick up a experienced player through like free agency or by trading.
Good
But
kick return there by rookie Miles Price, but then a flag came in right at the end.
probably a legal block in the back.
Holding.
Oh,
Just sucks, dude. Like the offensive line could have been really good if they got to play together, but
yeah, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case this season, which is a shame because like you guys have one of the best offensive lines in the NFL, comparatively speaking. But you guys have one of the worst depth positions when it comes to the offensive line in the NFL. So when anyone goes down, you guys immediately enter into the struggle bus.
I'll be honest, man. I'll be honest. I'm probably gonna check out at the end of this quarter because it's just we're literally down 3 starting offensive linemen now, and down a backup. There, it's not even going to be competitive the rest of the game.
I mean, you don't know that for sure, to be honest.
Bro, we're starting left guard Blake Brandell at center and like damn near practice squad player Joe Huber at guard.
Right, but I mean, they could step up for you guys. You don't know that necessarily that they're going to be automatically bad just because they haven't gotten any snaps on the main roster yet. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
so
yeah,
see, we
I
can't
would.
block, dude. We can't block. Literally just got another sack because we can't block.
Yeah, I mean, that is rough.
You need to when you stop, I need you to talk to me about that trade.
We will see.
It's like I'm
I,
not running my game yet because I'm waiting to see if we do that trade. I had to elevate a practice squad defensive tackle, and I'm currently carrying one too many cornerbacks on my roster. Like, do you not want to get rid of Jabril Peppers?
I mean, that is part of it. I just haven't really looked into anything because, like I said yesterday, I was completely like I was 110% off all day yesterday.
Yeah.
Still kind of off today, but I'm just kind of trying to power through to get back to regularity. But yeah, I mean, it's just kind of without going into detail live on the air. It's just kind of been not
No,
a
I got you,
great
bro.
time.
I got you, bro. No, because I'm thinking if you don't want to trade Peppers, I mean we can take Addison and Peppers out, and you still need a corner and a wide receiver. And so I'm sitting here thinking that we could still work something with like Rondale Moore and Eric Stokes for like Roman Wilson and Keanu Benton.
I'd have to look at the.
I'm trying to think if that's.
I'd have
if
to
that's,
also.
if that's
I would also have
fair.
to look at my cap situation too, because I did do pick up a bunch of people on free agency, and then I don't know.
Both of those guys. So this won't hurt you cap wise. Jabril Peppers was picked up basically on a veteran minimum, like a free agent thing for you. So there's very little, if any, guaranteed money that would cause a cap penalty. Roman Wilson and Keanu Benton are both still on their rookie deals, so there's not a lot of guaranteed money on those either.
Right, but what I'm talking about is our previous cap situation. I don't know what my current cap situation is when it comes to the Steelers. I don't know where they were sitting. I didn't really look into that when I picked the team up.
Yeah.
So there's a good chance I may not have a lot of positive cap to work with. So that's something I have to look into, and I haven't actually looked into it. I should have when I first took the team over, looked into that cap situation to see what kind of what kind of dumpster fire I'm be looking at when it comes to year two. Because I mean, if I remember correctly, they didn't really have the greatest cap situation starting out. Kind of like the Lions coming into year two, they end up in like a bad cap situation.
Yeah.
So like I don't know where the Steelers are sitting. I haven't actually looked into that. I've just kind of assumed they were in at least a somewhat decent spot, but I don't know off the top of my head if they are or not to even be able to look at potential trade deals with other teams. And not to mention that I also traded I think it was like an 8-year vet running back over to the Tennessee Titans to pick up Khalil Mullins.
The big thing is I need you to sign Benton off of your practice squad because I can't even send you the offer while he's on.
Yeah, I still have to look at Benton to see if I even like. So I haven't really looked at my practice squad. I'll be honest. I mean, see what I have there.
So he's a second or third year player, but the problem is, and the reason he's on your practice squad is because y'all drafted Derek Harmon this year, to go to pair up with Cam Hayward. And while Benton's not a bad player, Derek Harmon has a much higher ceiling, and Cam Hayward's entrenched as a starter. That's why Benton's on your practice squad.
And I'll be real. I might compare the two, and I might want to keep Benton on the team. I just haven't looked at my practice squad.
I would take.
That's the only reason
Harmon
why.
Or Benton, either one. I just assumed Benton because he was on your practice squad.
Yeah, and the whole reason, and I didn't even set up my practice squad. I'll be honest. It was auto generated. I didn't do it. So the only reason why he's still on the practice. Yeah, the only reason why he's still on the practice squad is because I have not even gone through to look at it. Because I've been
in my opinion,
my mind's been elsewhere.
Derek Harmon is better than Keanu Benton.
Yeah, I mean, I would I'd have to look at them. I haven't looked at any of them, but I haven't really been.
But if you look at them and you like Benton more than Harmon, I'd do the trade with either of them.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I just have I've just been extremely distracted, so I haven't really looked into it.
Yeah.
And I got even more so over the weekend. But I mean, I'll look at when I get stopped. I'll take a look at it and see what I'm looking at. Then I can let you know for sure. But yeah, I just haven't been like super on top of shit.
You're good, bro. Let's see. Your cap situation isn't bad. You've got currently 28.3 million in cap space for the next season.
Is that accounting for any penalties accrued from the
Current
what?
penalties.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
and of the guys that I'm talking about, and I still need to figure out what to do, like how to make it a fair trade if we're not doing Addison and Peppers. But of the other ones that we've already talked about, let's see. For Roman Wilson, so there's a $960,000 penalty, but you're saving 4.6 million. So yes, there would be dead cap, but you'd be saving more than you're getting in dead cap. And then
Right.
let's see. Now, Keanu Benton is, because he's on your practice squad, he would be on a free agent with no guaranteed money contract, so there wouldn't be any dead
Right.
cap there. If you traded Harmon, there would be $7 million in dead cap, but just under $14 million in savings, so it would cancel out double what you would get in
Right.
dead cap. And then for Peyton Wilson, again, it would be 840,000 in dead cap and a savings of $5.5 million. So you come out ahead on all of those if you trade them. Like there's none that you'd be
Right.
upside down on. And
Well, that's good at least.
with the trade that again, if we're talking about not including Addison and Peppers because we know what that is, right? You would be getting, so Stokes would be your third highest rated cornerback, and
you know, I am a fan of Eric Stokes. Like I think he's been a mainstay in a lot of my draft teams.
yeah, so he would be your third highest rated cornerback, and Darius Slay is 34 years old. So I'm assuming that next season he would probably be, next season or the season after, it would be him and Porter as your top two corners.
Yeah.
And again, Roman Wilson right now is a 75 overall with no dev trait, and you'd be getting Rondale Moore, who's a 79 or 80 overall with no dev trait, and is like 2 years older or something.
Right.
So then your only true loss would be Peyton Wilson at linebacker, and I could include a guy that's the same overall, just is older, as a stopgap for you until you can replace him.
Right.
So we'll figure it out, but your cap is fine. I just don't want to run my game until we talk about it and see if we can figure something out or not, because I gotta figure something else out at D tackle. If you're not gonna do it, because right now my third D tackle is Tyrone Ingram Dawkins, who I actually like, but he's,
I mean, Dawkins ain't bad.
no, but he's not DT3 this year in my opinion.
Right. I know one thing that one player that I definitely will not trade is TJ Watt. He does too much work for me to get rid of him. However, if someone had the Lions and wanted to offer me like Aiden Hutchinson, I might consider that one.
I mean, they are a computer team. You could try to trade with them. I didn't even try to get Hutch as much as I want him, because I don't want to give up what they're going to want for him.
Yeah, because they'll probably want like at least a first round pick plus like your top
they're
defensive
going to
player.
want like 3 first round picks and a top player for him.
Right. Hutch just does too much work. I'm just glad in our fantasy draft team I was able to get Hutch. I also wanted to get Parsons too, but someone beat me to that. So I would have made it to where like we had both Hutch and Parsons on the field at the same time. So I think that would have been a devastating defensive line right there to have both Hutch and Parsons on the same team. I can't believe that the Lions didn't like try to put in more for picking up Michael Parsons because I think he would have been a excellent addition. Although I don't think we had the cap to really pay what Parsons wanted, so I think that would have been a problem.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I listen. I don't like to
So
cut streams short, but I really don't want to continue watching this game.
I think it's safe to say that the Steelers are going to walk out of this game with a victory. If they don't, it'd be hard for them to really lose this game at this point. We're already up 21-6. I don't know if we got a score yet. I haven't really been paying attention too much to the game.
Yeah,
We're off
so
at
it
this point of
is.
Steelers victory.
I'll tell you in just a
So
second because it just came back. So it's fourth quarter. Steelers got the ball in the red zone, and they're up 21-6. 2nd and 2.
yeah, so it's about to go up to 28-6 or 24-6 at the very least. So I think it's fair to say that the Steelers are going to walk out of this game with a victory. I don't think Wentz has the ability to come back from a fourth quarter deficit like JJ did in his first game, especially with what all you guys have lost in this game on the offensive line. It's going to be a rough time moving forward in this season for you guys. I still think you guys could potentially turn it around, but it's going to take some time for you guys to be able to do that. I don't think you're going to be a playoff contending team this season,
I think
given
it could
what
have
you
been
guys have lost.
if people would have been healthy, but Kwesi has this almost like a money ball
Kwesi?
strategy. Kwesi's the GM. Kwesi Odafe
Oh,
Mensah.
okay.
He has this almost money ball strategy where he wants to buy low on free agents that have high upside. And in a lot of cases, that means so. In some cases, it works, like Andrew Van Ginkel, Isaiah Rodgers, and whatnot. But he also likes to go for players who are coming off an injury, so their asking price is a little less because it's like, are they going to come back or not? And in some cases, it's worked out, but in cases like Ryan Kelly, it's not, and it's
Right.
a bad
Like,
gamble.
and I mean, and realistically, like when he's healthy, Ryan Kelly is a top tier center. But the issue is keeping him healthy, I think, and that's something you guys are fighting right now.
Yeah.
And I think that's something you guys are going to continue to fight with. So it might be time to start looking at a different, at a healthier center to build up into that kind of star center position. You know, like I get Kelsey not Kelsey. Kelly is like like one of the top 10 centers, but yeah, like just that fight with keeping him healthy is definitely being a working to your detriment. Because you put too much on him, and now it's showing when he's not there. It's a problem.
Yeah.
Definitely a problem.
It just sucks, dude, because like we had such a great potential offensive line, dude, and it's now looking like all five will never start a game together. It's just crazy, dude.
Right.
But yeah, let's go ahead and get out of here. I'm disappointed. This game's over. We'll be back next week with the Browns game, but
Yeah. And also, I know some of you may have been expecting us to do a show Friday. I'm sorry I dropped the ball on that one, but don't, rest assured, this Friday we will be back with Football Fridays as regularly scheduled. So make sure you keep a lookout for that. If you are over at the Kinetik at Kinetik 615 channel watching, hop over to Gamer Sideline, throw us a subscribe over there, like the video over there as well. Turn on that notification bell because every Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Football Fridays goes live. You don't want to miss that. And if you're over at the Gamer Sideline, hop over to Kinetik 615 and subscribe over there too. That's where a lot of these watch-alongs will be popping up, along with over here at the Gaming Sideline. So.
Yep. And as always, you guys can follow me everywhere on all social media platforms at Kinetik 615, Kinetik 615, and Kinetik 615 plays on YouTube. And if you get a chance, please check out the GoFundMe link in the description. It's also in my YouTube and X or Twitter bio. Take a look at it, and please consider helping if you're able to. And yeah, I'll see you guys again here Friday.
And remember to cheer loud, play hard, and catch us right back here next time on the sideline.
From joystick dreams to Friday night lights, it's controllers and cleats under podcast mics with Life Max dropping deep like he's throwing a bomb, and Kinetik calling audible, staying calm in the storm. From the field to the sticks, yeah, we bring the heat. With Kinetik and Leash Max, never miss a beat. When the final whistle blows or the credits roll, we're signing off strong, that's how gamers take control. Catch us on the sideline, where legends chill, where the playbooks flip and the passion's real. If you heard the takes, then you know the drill. Till next time, fam, keep it clutch, keep it skill. From the field to the sticks, yeah, we bring the heat. With Kinetik and Lich Max, never miss a beat. When the headset's off and the lights go low, we'll be back next game, y'all already know. We out.